Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on the runtime for the premiere for Season 7 of The Walking Dead, as well as answering some more of your guys' Q&A questions. Awesome, so I'll put the link in the description for you guys. You can go ahead and check it out. It's from comicbook.com, and we have the runtime for the premiere. So it's kind of extended, but only slightly. It's an additional 6 minutes from a regular. So that makes it, instead of like 42 minutes with credits and intro, maybe 48 minutes, something like that. It ends at 10:06. Rather than just 10. But what will be extended is the Talking Dead, which is going to be 90 minutes rather than the 1 hour. We're counting commercials in that, so it ends up being 42 plus a half of that, so 21, and then it'd be like 63 minutes roughly for Talking Dead, something like that, with all the stuff they have in it with commercials and stuff. So Talking Dead extended longer than Walking Dead. And it sounds like for this one, of course, with getting to see at least one huge character death in the premiere for Season 7, The Talking Dead is going to be shown longer, probably so they can kind of spend some time with whoever was killed off, since it's going to be probably a huge character death in the premiere, as we're all expecting. After in Talking Dead, we'll be seeing, the probably that character on there, the actor, whoever plays whoever's killed, and the cast and going over it and everything, because it's going to be one of the biggest episodes ever. And it does say that it probably is the most highly anticipated episode they've ever done, I think, if you look at this cliffhanger. I mean, aside from No Sanctuary, which was a cliffhanger too, really, this one's an even bigger cliffhanger. So, it might end up being a smart move after all. I mean, as a fan, I would have loved to see at least one death in the finale for Season 6. But since they pushed it in, I think it's only going to help ratings. I think it's only going to boost things. So, even though it was kind of a pain in the ass to wait, it'll probably be even better for the show in terms of ratings and all that stuff. Pays the bills. So, what it is. So that's cool. Next one's from Trevschanrules, and he says the line at the beginning where Negan says, quote unquote, "was the joke that bad?" got me thinking, oh man, we're getting the Lucille is a vampire bat line. I'm so happy this is so close to the comics. My question is, when Negan says in the comics, your best chance to put a knife in me is right now, foreshadows Rick doing what he did at the end of All Out War, but he didn't say that in the clip, which means Rick won't try to kill Negan in Season 8, right? Or am I reading into this too much, Trev? So, the beginning part, I like what you had in the beginning part there about the vampire bat line, which is why I wanted to add it. They are remixing it a little bit, though, but it looks like to me maybe when Negan pulls Rick into the RV, we'll see some talking between the two of them, and I don't know if they'll get into a fight or a skirmish or anything. Even if they did, I would think Negan would probably win that anyway inside of the RV. But even still, nonetheless, it'll probably just be a stern talking to. But I think you're right about the Lucille as a vampire bat line, because was the joke that bad? And also with the TV series version, I almost want to say he's more scary than the comic book version. In terms of kind of the jokey side of things of Negan, which he has, especially in the comics right now, he's very comedic. I feel like in the TV series he's a little bit more kind of serious, a little bit more scary, a little bit more, kind of straightforward than kind of how silly he is and all over the place he is in the comics. But I really like the way JDM performs, Negan and everything, and he's doing an awesome job. I love the face-off between him and Rick when Rick says he's going to kill him. It's awesome in the sneak peek. Then we've got Jacob Wolf, who says pretty much the same thing I just said. Jeffrey Dean Morgan has erased all shadow of doubt on whether he can play Negan, at least for me. A hatchet, ducking a perfect comical Negan moment. Love it. So yeah, no, I agree with you. He's doing a great job, and he's going to be awesome to see in the TV series version. He's a great choice for Negan. I mean, we've talked over the years about lots of different choices. Some that would be really cool, maybe some that would be a little bit more crazy, a little bit more fierce, this kind of thing. But JDM, I think he finds a good medium where it feels realistic, and at the same time, he's pretty relaxed in some of these brutal circumstances. You know, so it's good. It does feel pretty realistic, and it definitely keeps you in the experience, so you don't lose where you're at with it, or feel like it's staged or anything. It feels pretty legit for sure. Hello God 18 says, Q&A for you, Trev. Could the Walking Dead season 7 right hand man teaser be one of the fake out for us to throw us off? We know AMC likes us to analyze these trailers. Yeah, they do, and they do it on purpose, and that's kind of what I touched on yesterday in the Q&A, Halo God. Absolutely, they're definitely doing it to throw us off, and they do it on purpose, and they know we analyze it, and they know that, and so that's why they release trailers like that, because they know that people like us are going to go online and talk with each other and do this. They know about us, and I got official confirmation of that last week, so they do know who we are, they do know what we do, and they do base what they release around that, around the fan base, for sure. We're a big part of that, for sure. Ierico T says, Trev, could you do a Q&A in the sneak peek at the end where you see the brain matter at the bottom right? You can see a ring. I think it's Maggie's ring. What do you think? So I wanted to include this one because I did a video on that, but it does look like to kind of give my updated thoughts on that, because I've taken a look at some pictures. It's kind of tricky to say whose ring it could be. Maggie's looks closest because it is like a silvery type color, but it has a diamond on the end. Like, it has a pretty big diamond on it. So it doesn't really look that close to Maggie's ring to me. I mean, it's possible. I just don't think, because he said man, so could he kill Maggie? No, I don't think Maggie's getting the bat. I don't think so. But when I also looked, what's also interesting is when I looked at Glenn, he doesn't wear a ring either. Stephen Yeun, the character in the show, does not wear a ring either. So at least so far as I could tell, I looked at tons of pictures of him from the last couple seasons, and I didn't see him wearing a silver ring anywhere. Also, some of the other characters that are there too, to Rick's right, don't have rings. Abraham wears gloves. Daryl doesn't have a ring. So it's really tricky. Maybe it's just something that looks like a ring in the picture, but it's not. It's something else. I don't know, man. That's really tough. But I was looking at everybody who had rings, and I was like, I can't place whose this is. So really tricky. So you guys write your comments below. Whose ring do you think that is? Or do you think maybe it's like a trick of the eye and it's not really a ring, it's some kind of piece of metal or something? I don't know. It's really tough. When I first saw it too, I was like, is it a ring? Is it not? It looks like it, but can you say for sure? Maybe not. Maybe you can't say for sure. So from what I can tell, Glenn's not wearing one, Abraham's not wearing one, Daryl's not wearing one. So I have no clue, man. Maybe I got to watch the finale for season 6 again and just go over it very more carefully, which I will do this week because, of course, we're getting ready for the premiere anyway. But we'll see if I kind of figure it out, or any of you guys figure that out. If you can see a picture, send me in pictures you got by email. Emails in the channel if you can find out which ring that is, because it's if it is in fact a ring, it's pretty tough to say. Next one's from Ray B, and he says, Trev, Q&A. How do you think Rick will get back in control over the situation, and we won't see Rick how he was after Laurie's death at the end of the prison arc, end of season 3, first half of season 4. So I think he wants to know kind of with regards to the control question. So yeah, that's going to be good because, and I think that's what we're seeing in the sneak peek, is that Rick is still trying to maintain control by saying he's going to kill him. And Negan is letting him know that he's in control now, and he's going to take him into the RV and maybe, give him a pat-down session. He's going to let him know that he's in charge now. It's his deal. He's the top dog now, and Rick has to deal with it. He has no choice. So so we'll see what that's like. It should be good, and the control issue should be interesting to see what happens with it for sure. So, but I don't think it's going to be that similar to what happens after Laurie's death for him. Maybe for another character, maybe they could see some hallucinations of whoever was killed, or memories or things like that. Good point. And the last one would be from Matt Rocks 521, and he says, "Hey Trev, why didn't Negan have blood on him, splattered all over him or anything?" Well, you can definitely see a lot on Lucille. I mean, it's drenched totally, but maybe the impact coming down kind of pushed it down out to the sides or something. Like if he goes over the top, like in the comics, and he comes down straight like that, it'll kind of go out like that, right? So maybe he didn't get any on him, maybe on his gloves and stuff, but he could have wiped that off with, or his jacket. He could have wiped that off with Daryl's blanket type thing. So we'll see. But yeah, that'll be it for today's Q&A. Guys, keep sending me your questions. So happy about the premiere that it's going to be at least slightly extended. Did wish it could be a 90-minute, but you know what? Maybe it won't be needed. Maybe they'll be able to pack everything into that 48 minutes, and then the Talking Dead being extended because it should be big. So really excited for a huge premiere. Can't wait to see. Hopefully it'll be the best episode or one of the best episodes ever. We'll see. But you know, it's kind of weird to think of. Like, it could be the most brutal, grossest, and episode ever, but at the same time, could it be the best episode ever? It's kind of messed up either way. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below, especially about the ring question, because I want to see what you guys think about that one. That's interesting. And if you like this video, please don't forget to thumb it up below. You can also share. You can favorite. If you're new, you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe. And yeah, check out all the videos from this weekend, guys. Still lots of videos in the channel. All kinds of stuff to talk about with the sneak peek. So I hope you guys liked it. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys soon. As always, it's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. I'll see you soon.